We good? Holy shit. Well, let's do it. Let's go over them. The JFK files just got released, and like at least like an hour and a half ago. And this is kind of last minute, so I figured, you know what? I'm gonna start up a stream here on YouTube, and I'm gonna go over them. So that's what we're about to do. And these are probably like I'm gonna like go over like some topics regarding the files, and because like there's some crazy shit that this actually might be an inside job from some of the shit that I've seen. But we're about to go over that together because I haven't seen the full thing yet. Obviously, I'm not gonna go over the full thing. I'm not gonna go over the full thing because of yeah, because like there's over like what 80,000 documents. So I'm not gonna go over the full thing, of course. But we are gonna go over them. I'm gonna find something. So JFK Jr. called Biden a traitor. Now, now I really don't know what the fuck Biden had to do back then because like the dude can barely speak now, so I don't know what he said back then to piss him off. He said a lot of shit. He said a lot of shit to Trump like during the debate back in I think like fucking August or some shit, and that was like the day the Democratic Party was just like nope, you gotta go, bro. You were not fit to be president. But like from the insults that he threw at Trump, calling him a sucker and a loser, I can only imagine that like when his brain was actually working over like what when was this 94? It's like over like 30 years ago. I can only imagine what he was saying. I can only imagine what he was saying to JFK before that. I can only fucking imagine. JFK session and files are being released to the public for no redactions. That's what everyone was saying, baby. It's kind of like with the Epstein files. Literally, everyone thought that there's gonna be like so many redactions and we weren't gonna get shit. But no, because they uploaded it to the International Archives. It is on the official it is the International Archive. I'm not international. My bad. The National Archives of America is a official website where all the archives for national shit is kept on. And this is their official website, and they actually fucking released it. And it's not redacted. It's none of it. There's over. This is what they have, and apparently, from what I heard, there's over like 80,000 pages, like of this bullshit. So I'm not exactly sure, but what I do know is that they're like I said earlier that there are some details that people are going crazy about that the CIA might be behind it. According to President Donald Trump's directive on March 17th, 2025, all records previously withheld for classification that the part of the President John Kennedy assassinated records collection are released. The National Archives is partnered with agencies across the federal government to comply with the President's directive in support of Executive Order 14176. I assume. Oh yeah, that's right. He did sign that executive order. That was, dude. That was a fucking wild day. When he signed that, like Twitter went so crazy about that, and everyone was like, "Oh, he might be a dictator," and everyone was just saying like a bunch of crazy shit. That was a fucking wild, dude. The 23rd, when he was signing executive orders back in January, was probably like one of the most wild days of his presidency so far. I'm not gonna lie. That shit was wild. See, here we go. 80. This release consists of probably 80,000 pages of previously classified records that would be published with no redactions. That is fucking insane. 80,000. Some people are saying that some of this shit is redacted. And people are saying bullshit, but from what I've seen, none of this shit's actually redacted. But I don't know. People are saying Biden releases and stuff. Like, this one. Like, I have no idea what the fuck these people are talking about. Because I don't remember hearing this shit back in 2020. Because people are going crazy about this shit now. See, everyone thought that this is what it's going to be. The fucking JFK files. There's just nothing but blanks and scratch-offs. Remembrance of June 1967, Volume 5, Number 12, page 28 to 29 contains the following pages by subjects. The day after the assassination, Gary Underhill left Washington in a hurry. See, this is like the main thing everyone's going crazy about. Late in the evening, he showed up at home with friends in New Jersey, who was very agitated. A small clique within the CIA was responsible for the assassination. He was afraid for his life and probably would have left the country. I figured, honestly. I think the majority of because looking back at the assassination, like when most presidents get assassinated, to me it just doesn't make any sense, right? Maybe I mean sure there are like some batshit crazy people out there that just want to go out and fucking shoot people, but like when it comes to assassinating a president, there's always like some major hidden detail behind it, always, and and none of that shit will ever get released out of every single assassination attempt out of all presidents across the world. That's the reality. So. I don't know what the fuck says this guy. What else? What else we got here? Oh shit! I said Mr. Lee Harrods will be killed after killing Kennedy. What? Hold on, I gotta read. I gotta read this. Mr. Wazalev Console gave me order. I cannot fucking pronounce that name, dude. Goddamn. Gave me order to transmit this information to U.S. government on August 9th, 1963 in Sofia, Bulgaria. Mr. Wazalev Console, embarrassing the USSR. Forgot that shit existed. Gave me this information about Mr. Blah, 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 blah. Girlfriend of Russian consul came to my room, repeated that Mr. Lee Harvard, he will kill President Kennedy. Of course. Of course they fucking knew. Why wouldn't they? Like, why wouldn't they? I mean, shit. I just I don't understand. Dude, I'm trying to think of like a good reason to why our own government would want to kill our own government. Like, I thought the Civil War happened for a reason, dude. I mean, shit. I guess not. I thought the Civil War was supposed to teach people across all generations for the past like 200 years that going against your own government it's like a bad idea if you're actually associated with the government. I think that's one thing the Civil War can possibly teach everyone. But I guess not. I guess the CIA doesn't fucking care. At 9 a.m. on August 19th, 1916, in Washington, D.C., I went to see Mr. What are these names? Did people always have names like this in the 60s? God damn. Kipping On, Director of Special Consul Service, Department of State at 1901 Pennsylvania Avenue, 11th floor. Is that where he shot him at? I thought it was like in some like downtown fucking... I don't fucking... I haven't learned about this shit since like 4th grade, dude. It's been like 6 years. I'm a sophomore now in high school. How the fuck am I supposed to remember this shit? I have information about President Kennedy. The director told me, do not mention name President Kennedy. Only respond to the questions. The director said, tell us what happened to Mr. Kennedy. Tell us what happened to Mr. Kennedy. Lee Harvard. I said, Mr. will be killed after I kill Kennedy. Wait. Is that why he was assassinated, like, right after, too? Like, was that a part of the plan? Because I know when he was getting, I believe, like, when he was getting, like, transmitted to the prison, he was shot and killed, too. That's fucking wild. So, like, from what I'm reading here, like, the director knows, I guess? I'm trying to understand. It says here that Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. will be killed. Who will kill Dr. King Jr. leader? Don't say that word before that. Let's keep it going. I said him in who is in prison at the time. Oh, I dude, holy fuck. So see, this is what happens when you release shit from like over like 50 years ago. You you can't see anything. God damn. What does it say? Like, that's a parenthesis. Mr. James Earl Ray was in prison at that time. Director asked where assassination what happened. I said in Dallas, Texas. Director says someone gave the information here. I would expel the man. Director did call an FBI agents at the FBI use anesthesia gas to freeze me and drum me to keep amnesia. I can't read, dude. I'm fucking I'm over here just can't read for shit. Did they use shit like that back then? like they don't just inject you with a needle now? Like did they used to just give you fucking gas? Because shit, when I had to get my tonsils taken out last year, they just inject me with a fucking needle. Dude. That's what they do now. But I guess they did it way differently back then. Unless if they're talking about I'm over here thinking like actual like gas, or unless if they're talking like the shit that like actual amnesia they use in hospitals now today where they put it on you. Unless if that's what they're talking about. Because I'm over here thinking like actual gas for some reason in the back of my head. I don't know why. Use anesthesia gas. Is that what that is? Because when I read the word gas, I might be a complete idiot. Hold up. Is anesthesia used today? Unless they're like talking about the like actual gas that they use in. Oh yeah, I was thinking like a gas. Like I was over here thinking like something entirely different. I don't know why. Gary Underhill lived Washington and heard in the eating show of the Friends in New Jersey. Oh wait, we read that already. Dude, I don't fucking know what else to look at here. So see, like that's the craziest part here. Is that they knew, like they actually fucking knew that they were watching this guy and or that they were probably behind it. I'm pretty sure anyone with a fucking brain like is not gonna believe that like one bit. Because why the fuck are you gonna watch someone, and from what we read, like they knew that they had plans to kill him, but the director said no, shut the fuck up. So the only logical reason is that either A they're behind or they just don't fucking care and they're not doing their jobs. I'm pretty sure like any person with a brain like would say A. It's probably option A. God damn it. Dude, fucking quartering, man. Like, I so every single time I go to one of this dude's tweets, he's either fucking quartering, man. Okay, people cannot people cannot crop shit. You know. If people learn how to. So see, some of the shit is redacted, and I mean, I figured it was gonna be that way, but with some of the details we've already got, that's fucking it's fucking crazy for some of the details that we already got ahead of time. In response, Robinson Memorandum outlined below is it's the existing country plan for this priority situation agreed upon in meeting as September. So September. fucking Paul, fucking Paulie Market. Paulie Market always coming in with the clutches, dude. Ugh. I don't know what the fuck else to look at. The CIA was opening U.S. Post Service mail sent to the USSR and has 300 CIAs have endorsed in 250,000 names. What does that mean, though? What does that mean? I'm trying to figure out like fucking what that means. What does that mean? January 10th, 1958, Harry Stone of MI5, Election Representation, determined that Soviet illegal agents all over the world, when they want to meet with their principal, are under instructions to send a proper communication to KSM's Center Post Office, Vladimir, USSR. So I guess that's one of the leaders, I'm assuming. Mr. State that the certain information is being made available into the Bureau and the RCMP only. On the basis of the information, we immediately instructed the Washington Field and New York offices to institute confederal inquiries with probably post office officials to determine the feasibility of covering outgoing correspondence from the U.S. to the USSR, looking toward picking up a communicant dispatched to the excuse me, affirmated address. On January 22nd, 1958, SAC Powers in the New York office called, advising that as preliminary inquiries at first disclosed that much coverage could possibly be effected at Logor de la Fita. Power stated that he was constantly be able to make such arrangements, claiming that something had happened in Washington out on his familiar matter. Excuse me, and that all burial headquarters should take up the matter of post office headquarters here in Washington. The post office inspector said it did not involve our agency, and because of what was going on in Washington at the present time, he just couldn't do it on his own. Dude, that's... What the fuck? Why was the CIA communicating with the USSR? What the fuck? Were we sending millions over there too to help keep them alive before they fell, or? I mean, shit. So send fucking envelopes full of like sending envelopes full of fucking checks in them and shit. I'm more citizens with this advice, Mr. James and the CIA poster listening to certain parts of the personal base. He indicted that if we were known by the CIA that he was volunteering this information to Bureau, he would lose his job. Well, yeah, no shit. I mean, no duh. I mean, if you're going out giving out classified information to foreign countries, that is literally fucking borderline treason. No shit, bro. Like, if you're caught doing that any other country in the world, like you would either A, they would fucking like execute you, or someone would just let you go free and someone would just assassinate you. One of the other two. I mean, saying no shit. I think America is like the only country in the world where we wouldn't fucking assassinate someone or execute them for leaking our information to other countries. Because America is just like that, and I'm all for it. So. I say me personally, I'd say anyone that gets caught like releasing that gets caught releasing classified government files to foreign countries to use it against the like our country itself. I personally believe that it should be like a major fucking fine, and then it should be like fucking like many years in prison with like hard labor. Yeah, I think that's a justified sentence. What would be the charge behind that? Like charging, someone for like leaking government, like leaking classified files. I mean, like, what is the crime behind that? Because obviously, like, no shit, like it's illegal, right? But what is the like what is the consequences of that exactly? Like what would be the charge? That's what I'm saying. Wilson then admitted that this coverage was one of the biggest and most secret operations being conducted by CIA. I mean, are we surprised? I mean, our government's always carrying out fucking like bunch of crazy shit. The CIA has no objections to classify and release information. So I can set these words. This only need to see the case closed. Anytime Israel is mentioned, it's marked for censorship. Is it really? Don't look censored. Here, let me read it. As you know, the captioned individual has been providing the Bureau with considerable information, such as it being a very sensitive nature. It's noted that transmitting communication to some member has been sent to the Director of CIA. Attention James, in care of E.F. Hall. Other memorandum dealing with Israel intelligence matter. Matter? What does I say? Matter? The fucking X is in the way. Like the star. I can't read shit. Been directed to James in care of E.F. Hall. In order that the Bureau would have a uniform prosecuting transmitting mail to Argentina. The latest same agent discussed the matter with Anderson on March 5th, 1954. Anderson requesting that in the future mail being directed to him will be transmitted to that. The above request was being made with the approval of Alan Douglas, the director of CIA. So the director was approving these letters to be sent out. God damn, that's fucking crazy. So so the director so the director just said, hey, uh, like go ahead, send them off. Is basically what they're saying. Like that's actually like why. Like I'm saying, I know our government does a bunch of crazy shit, right? Like I'm trying to keep this like as non-political as possible, but because I don't want to make fucking people mad. But when it comes to like our government doing crazy shit, I don't think I wouldn't be wild enough to think that it would betray its own people. I don't think our government would go that far, but I guess they would. I know our government like does not give a fuck about us, and like they never listen to its own people. That's how it's like almost always been. But I don't think that they would put us. I don't think parts of the government would ever go out of their way to put everyone at risk, including like the government themselves, by sending classified information to other countries around the world. But I guess I didn't think that was possible, but apparently it is. So I personally didn't think I personally didn't think that was even fucking possible. If someone was asking Grok here, Grok, what does this mean by end time is mentioned there? It was just to read the words. The document. Okay, here we go. The document shows the CIA wanted to censor mentions of the Israel evidence in JFK files. While you can still read the words, a handwritten note indicates intent to redact the specific info, hinting at efforts to hide Israel's involvement from public view. Well, good luck with that, because I know Trump. If there's any like fucking files that are redacted, I can just imagine Trump's gonna flip his shit. 50% tariffs on fucking markings on a paper. But they ain't hiding shit. Come on, let's be real. It's only a matter because what comes in the dark shows out in the light, right? And I think our government is a perfect fucking example of that. Because I guarantee you, like over time, I guarantee you that some more shit will come out. And it, not only with JFK files, but with Epstein files, and maybe some shit with even Area 51. I could imagine. Dude, these next 4 years are gonna be wild. Hasn't even been at like a full 6 months yet, and it's already gone fucking crazy. He got in office almost 2 months ago on the 20th. So it's been 2 months since his actual presidency started, and I think honestly I think it's like the most transparent I think a president's ever been. Honestly, my personal opinion, because I can't think of any other president, not only in America but any other president around the world that would go out of their way to show one of the biggest mysteries to the American people, or like to the people of that country. You know, I can't name any other person that would ever want to do that for someone, for their people. Yeah, but why were we sending them to Israel though? Like what? I mean, we were sending it to the USSR, and and I guess we're sending it to Israel now. Why? It's I will admit it is kind of ironic considering that Israel is like I mean like the Middle East right now has just been in the shitter for like the past year and a half because of like the wars and stuff. But I don't know. Now I'm wondering if like some of the files and some of the information that they have could be used against us one day. If make I'm over here thinking that maybe that's why the reason uh, the Trump administration isn't helping them so much is because what if they use that information against us that we gave them? You know what I'm saying? Because what if they took that information we gave them and they used it against us, and it would get released when it wasn't supposed to? Maybe that's why the Trump administration is so focused on sending so much money over to Israel to help out Gaza, and and maybe that, like, that's my thought. I don't know, because why are we helping? Because why are we helping out Israel and Ukraine so much? You know. I mean, I said I wouldn't get too political, but like, I mean, there's no way around it. Like you have to get political with shit like that. I mean, like there is no way around it to say that to make it in a way that is not political and make it sound like, you know, it is what it is though. I mean, fucking A, dude. JFK files showing the CIA planning executive black propaganda operations. What does that mean? I'm assuming that like, what the fuck do they mean black propaganda? What does that mean? I'm actually dead fucking like what the fuck does that mean? What is black propaganda? Like propaganda for black people? Black propaganda type propaganda aims to discredit an opponent by making discredit propaganda opponent themselves. You're supposed to discredit. Of course. Who could against that? Duh. I thought because like, it maybe had something to do with black people because like the shit was in the '60s and maybe like they're they're discrediting black propaganda that's saying like, oh, black people are bad and they shouldn't have like their own water fountains and shit, and we should give them their own water fountains and they shouldn't use bathrooms. That's what I was thinking, like when they said like black propaganda, and the CIA probably stepped in and said, hey, stop this shit. That's what I thought for a second when I read that, but hey. I mean, shit. Like the name makes sense considering that there is so much fucking propaganda going on with like our government. So calling it like black government. So like calling it like a black propaganda makes sense because like there is no how do I word this? Like there is no transparency enough that makes it clear. So it's gonna be called black because because you can't see it because black is so dark. Mind blowing, I know, right? That's crazy. The CIA requests that any mention of Israel will be redacted. Israel is the only thing they're requesting to be redacted. See, I believe that because with all this shit going on right now, CIA has no objection to decrease classifying and or release of CIA information in this document, except it's weird. I personally think that they're using this shit against us, dude. I think that they're using all this shit against us, and that's why we're forced to fucking help them and give them so much money. That's what I think. Dude, I don't know, but like those are the most highlighted parts. I'm gonna end this. I'm gonna stop reviewing the shit because I'm not gonna go over 80,000 pages, dude. I'm like, come on now. But hey, that was JFK files. Who could have guessed the CIA was behind it? Big fucking whoop. I'm pretty sure no one can say that after surprise. Shit, dude. Alright, well, I'm off. I'll see you guys.